Welcome back to Iraqi Dinar News. As we step into a transformative moment in financial history, attention is shifting rapidly from traditional investment arenas like stocks and crypto toward a quieter, more strategic space, foreign currency redemption. While many still view currencies such as the Iraqi dinar, IQD, Vietnamese dong, VND, and Zimbabwean dollar, ZWLL, as fringe assets, the landscape is beginning to change. In recent months, several U.S. banks have begun making adjustments behind closed doors, guided by quiet instructions and subtle policy moves. These shifts suggest that we may be approaching a pivotal turning point. But for holders of these currencies, one critical question remains: where and how can you safely exchange them at the best possible value? Contrary to popular belief, exchanging foreign currencies, especially exotic ones like the IQD and VND, isn't as simple as walking into a branch with notes in hand. Federal oversight, compliance protocols, and global market dynamics all play major roles in how and when these exchanges can occur. According to reports circulating since early 2025, multiple U.S. banking giants have received confidential guidance from the U.S. Treasury to ready themselves for a possible influx of redemptions following revaluation announcements. These banks are required to adhere strictly to anti-money laundering, AML, and Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, FinCEN, regulations. Access is being limited in many cases to customers who meet specific criteria, such as holding premium-tier accounts or demonstrating a minimum wealth threshold. Appointment-only systems are being tested, and some institutions have even established exclusive redemption hubs. Chase Bank, officially known as J.P. Morgan Chase, appears to be taking a lead role. With its massive infrastructure and dominant position in U.S. banking, it is ideally equipped for complex currency transactions. Insider reports and client testimonials suggest that Chase is already operating with a multi-level redemption process. The first step includes screening clients and verifying the authenticity of their notes. High-net-worth individuals are being offered exclusive appointments that include previews of potential rates and private discussions about contractual terms. In Chase's central New York facility, Forex systems have been integrated directly into teller interfaces, allowing live rate evaluations. Employees are being trained through detailed simulations designed specifically for large-scale IQD and VND dealings. For those seeking a high-end professional redemption experience, Chase currently stands as a top-tier option. Meanwhile, Wells Fargo is pursuing a more subtle but no less significant strategy. While Chase focuses on operational visibility, Wells Fargo has reportedly been refining its internal systems. In states such as Florida, Texas, and California, a select number of branches are offering discreet consultations by appointment. These sessions appear to be pre-screenings aimed at wealthier clients or those holding substantial currency reserves. Technological upgrades include dual monitor workstations linked directly to Treasury servers for instant note verification and rate access. Wells Fargo's advisors have undergone specialized training, particularly on handling exotic currencies like the IQD and VND. Though its public messaging remains cautious, the depth of its back-end improvements suggests Wells Fargo is positioning itself to manage a significant volume of redemptions when the time comes. In contrast, Bank of America is taking a more open and structured route. Leaked internal communications and verified customer feedback indicate that BofA has created designated currency redemption centers, CRCs, in major metropolitan areas. These secure facilities specialize in handling large-volume foreign currency exchanges, with rigorous fraud prevention measures in place and tight audit tracking. Business clients and international investors are being routed to these CRCs through internal referrals. Bank of America also provides a secure digital platform where qualified users can check real-time exotic currency rates through their online banking portal. CRC visits are scheduled under confidentiality agreements and processed within a strict 72-hour timeframe. The bank staff is now trained in currency validation, regulatory protocols, and risk control. Among all major institutions, BFA leads in clarity and user access, making it a preferred choice for many currency holders. Continuing with our coverage on Iraqi Dinar News, we now turn our focus to HSBC, one of the few financial institutions with a truly international reach. HSBC's unique ability to operate both domestically and globally makes it especially valuable to those holding exotic currencies, like the IQD and VND, particularly if offshore accounts or overseas liquidity are involved. Internal sources and client disclosures indicate that HSBC has quietly activated revaluation readiness across strategic locations. Services are being extended primarily to Premier and Jade clients who receive personalized support, early access to redemption scheduling, and access to integrated Forex tools. Advanced authentication systems and digital settlements minimize the need for long in-person visits. While it may not broadcast its efforts publicly, HSBC offers high-end, international redemption support for those requiring confidentiality and flexibility. TD Bank, with a strong presence along the East Coast and Midwest, is gradually stepping into the exotic currency space. Although there have been no formal announcements, reports from customers in states like New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Florida point to early-stage preparations. Inquiries about IQD and VND are reportedly being acknowledged, and some clients are being referred to regional officers or asked to await system-wide updates. TD's strength lies in its tech-forward approach. The bank is piloting a mobile feature that allows customers to pre-segment their foreign currency holdings and schedule redemption appointments. In some test areas, VND exchanges are already being completed quietly at regular market rates. While TD Bank may not yet be operating at full scale, its incremental steps suggest a broader launch is likely by Q4 2025, especially for retail investors and tech-savvy clients. Turning to PNC Bank, which has historically been more conservative, 2025 appears to mark a change in direction. Confidential materials confirm that PNC initiated internal currency protocols starting in early June. These involve new training programs, high-level verification tools, and enhanced risk controls for exotic currency transactions. Clients in Ohio, Georgia, and Michigan have reportedly been invited to confidential sessions to explore IQD and VND redemptions. These sessions are being used as small-scale tests for a larger rollout. PNC's approach includes setting up internal vetting committees at the branch level to validate the legitimacy and condition of the submitted notes. While slower than some competitors, PNC's focus on regulatory compliance and customer safety will appeal to those seeking secure, methodical redemption environments. Next is Fifth Third Bank, a regional institution based in the Midwest that has surprised many by rolling out exchange services for exotic currencies without much fanfare. In states such as Illinois, Kentucky, and Tennessee, clients have begun successfully redeeming IQD and VND notes through scheduled appointments. After presenting their currency for verification, the notes are held for 48 to 72 hours while they undergo authenticity checks. Once verified, the bank issues confirmation receipts and notifies clients of redemption rates before depositing funds. Fifth Third has reportedly partnered with local Federal Reserve clearinghouses to expedite the process and reduce the risk of fraud. Though smaller than the national banks, Fifth Third's efficiency, agility, and regional focus make it a highly attractive option for investors seeking personalized service. One unique institution worth noting is Navy Federal Credit Union, NFCU, the nation's largest credit union serving military personnel, veterans, and their families. Though not openly advertising exotic currency redemptions, many NFCU members report quiet but successful transactions involving IQD and VND throughout 2025. These exchanges are processed through internal systems accessible only by trained staff, and members often need referrals or insider knowledge to initiate a request. Priority is typically extended to high-ranking veterans and long-standing members. NFCU's discretion and respect for military-affiliated clients offer a level of privacy and integrity that sets it apart from commercial banks. As the possibility of revaluation inches closer, financial analysts from platforms like Bloomberg FX Insights and Bank Policy Review have started forecasting which institutions are most likely to dominate redemption activity. The top contenders, based on infrastructure readiness and liquidity reserves, are Chase, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, and HSBC. These institutions have made significant investments in back-end systems, client authentication technology, and trained personnel to manage a surge in redemptions. Once the IMF or Central Bank of Iraq issues a formal declaration, experts expect these banks to activate online portals where clients will upload documents, validate their identities, and schedule appointments. Each will likely enforce pre-submission protocols and tax acknowledgement forms. HSBC is predicted to take the lead on international transactions, while Chase and Bank of America are poised to handle most U.S.-based traffic. Wells Fargo may act as a bridge between private clients and branch-level logistics. Mid-size institutions like PNC and Fifth Third are expected to handle overflow traffic and serve smaller or Tier 2 investors. Meanwhile, Citibank is expected to remain selective, focusing on institutional clients and high-net-worth accounts only. Timing will be everything. Once the redemption process begins, global forex markets could experience rapid shifts. Liquidity levels, central bank policies, and breaking international announcements could all influence payout values. Many banks are expected to offer tiered rate structures, meaning rates may vary based on account size, client status, and currency volume. Premium clients could receive contract rates, while standard investors may be offered market averages. Additionally, all redemptions will trigger automatic IRS reporting through 1099 or 1042-Cs forms. Financial advisors are urging clients to consult tax professionals and prepare their documentation well in advance. By Q4, many banks are expected to implement digital platforms for redemption, offering clients the ability to upload forms, verify notes, and track their transactions. While ZWL redemptions may come slightly later, banks like HSBC and Wells Fargo are already making preparations. For those holding exotic currencies, strategic decision-making and careful planning will be essential in maximizing gains while minimizing delays or penalties. Ultimately, selecting the right financial institution will depend on your location, goals, and the amount of currency you intend to redeem. Chase is ideal for large transactions and premier clients. Wells Fargo caters well to wealth management accounts with personalized consultations. Bank of America stands out for its public-facing CRSCs and user-friendly online tools. HSBC supports international transfers with concierge-level service, while TD Bank appears poised to serve retail clients with tech-focused tools. PNC offers a cautious but secure path for conservative investors, and Fifth Third provides fast, regional access. For those in the military community, Navy Federal Credit Union offers unmatched privacy and a trusted network. Thanks for watching Iraqi Dinar News. If you found this deep dive valuable, be sure to like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell so you never miss critical updates on the IQD, VND, and ZWL. Share your questions or stories in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay informed, stay ready, and as always, stay ahead of the curve.